hi, this is Jerusalem Jane. I just want to make a brief news update for you on the situation here in Jerusalem. I have actually been in Knesset today with some friends from Denmark. I organized a trip for them to go to Knesset to have a tour around and to meet one of the MKs from Likud. So while we are in Knesset being shown around, my cell phone starts to make noise, and as I'm checking out what's going on, it turns out that there has been a horrible terrorist attack by Damascus Gate. But we finished up our tour in Knesset. There was a lot of IDF soldiers there, and there was a delegation from Russia visiting Knesset today. So there was a lot of flags, and the red carpet were out, and the band was there playing. So it was interesting for my Danish friends to be in Knesset today. But coming home, I'm learning that there has been this horrible terrorist attack down by Damascus Gate. 3 terrorists are walking up to 2 female soldiers who are standing guard down there, and they look suspicious. So these female guards, only 19 years old, are approaching them saying, "Can we see some ID?" One of the terrorists pulls out his ID, and while he's doing that, the other terrorist pulls out a knife and he stabs one of these female soldiers. And the other female soldier actually shoots this terrorist. Then another terrorist shows up from behind, and they actually have machine guns. Carl Gustav machine guns. He pulls out a machine gun and he shoots this young Hadar Cohen, 19-year-old border police officer. He shoots her and she later succumbed to her wounds. Other police officers are rushing to the scene and they eliminate these 3 terrorists. But these terrorists was carrying knives, they were carrying Carl Gustav submachine guns, and they were also having explosive. They had planned and orchestrated a huge terrorist attack to kill as many Jews as possible down by Damascus Gate. Who knows what their plans were, how further up they would have gone with these weapons. So again, today, all of Israel is crying because now another Jewish family is torn apart. Another Jewish family has to say goodbye to a family member. I am furious and I'm not gonna hide it. All these filthy, disgusting Muslim terrorists who just runs around killing the Jewish people wherever they find them, on the streets, in their houses, in front of their children, running them over when they're standing waiting on the train or on the bus. Come on now. And what's even more horrible is all the other Arabs, all the other Muslims who are celebrating him now. Hamas already went out saying these guys are martyrs and they are going to be celebrated. They already prepared posters for them to glorify them, to salute them as martyrs, as heroes. What the weird thing is that they have Carl Gustav submachine guns. Machine guns! Last time we saw that was actually people who was affiliated with ISIS. This is what we are looking at here in Israel. This is what the Jewish people are facing. So yet another horrible attack here in the Jewish state today. And the world still don't seem to care. And now, tomorrow, another Jewish family has to bury a family member. A beautiful, beautiful 19-year-old soldier. And she only just was deployed here in Jerusalem only 2 months ago. And now her mother and father and her 2 siblings has to bury her, and then again the Jewish people are going to unite and come together as one family and bury this one beautiful young soldier who never got a chance to meet the love of her life, who never got a chance to marry or to become a mother. Why? Because Abu Mazen and all of these terrorists are encouraging all the so-called Palestinians to just go out and kill the Jews. And then they are rewarding them with a lot of money, or the families, when they have gone and killed the Jews. And yet, for some reason, the world and Ban Ki-moon and Obama and this whole pack of stupid people are turning this against the Jews and blaming the Jews that it's their own fault because they are occupying their own country and they are suppressing the Palestinians. Give me a break. This is a culture, this is a religion of death, who glorifies death, who celebrates death, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to see now, when Israel is going to hand over the bodies of these 3 dead, filthy, disgusting terrorists. They are going to have funerals like martyrs. I want to throw up. It's so evil and it is so wicked. And I don't understand why the world wake up and face the music and the reality. This is the reality here in Israel. Jews are being killed just for being Jews, and the world, for some sick, perverted reason, can turn it around and they can blame the Jews. It is unbelievable. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jerusalem Jane, and I am angry and I'm furious that once again we see a Jewish family being ripped apart because Muslim terrorists thinks it's their duty and it's an honor to go and just kill the Jews. We need to wake up and stand with Israel and stand with the Jewish people. So please keep this the soldier who lost her life today, her family in your prayers. And the other soldiers who were wounded today, please keep them in your prayers. We need to wake up and stand with Israel. Yes, you're right, I'm angry, but it's also heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that the Jewish people are still being killed just for being Jewish.